Imagine standing in front of a vast cosmic landscape, impossibly intricate and beautiful. Stars flicker to life in the dark void, planets spin through the infinite recesses of space, and yet, all of this marvelous spectacle hinges on a simple arrangement of elements. The key to understanding this grand design? The periodic table of elements. You might be asking yourself, how can a mere chart, a mere classification of substances, hold the secrets to the universe's workings? Well, let's embark on this journey together as we unravel the mysteries of the universe through the lens of the periodic table. From the moment you glance at it, the periodic table may seem just like, well, a table. Rows, columns, numbers, and letters fill its expansive grid. But within this grid lies the DNA of everything that exists. Each element is a vital building block, essential for everything we know, feel, and experience. As we delve deeper, I promise that every minute will be a revelation, igniting curiosity and perhaps even a newfound appreciation for something that many might take for granted. The periodic table organizes and categorizes elements based on their properties, serving as a kind of map to understanding chemistry and, by extension, the universe itself. But inside that organization is a story of cosmic evolution. You might be surprised to learn that almost every element heavier than helium was forged in the hearts of stars through nuclear fusion. That's right, when stars explode in colossal supernovae, they scatter these elements across the universe. It is within this cosmic recycling that the very atoms that make up our bodies were born, hundreds of millions of years ago. Now, let's pause for a moment and think about this. The oxygen you breathe, the iron in your blood, even the gold in your jewelry, all of it has a celestial heritage. Isn't it mind-blowing to consider that you are made of star stuff? As we move along this narrative, we see how the periodic table doesn't just give us a snapshot of the elements known on Earth, but tells a story about where we came from, and how intertwined we are with the universe. Let's take a closer look at the elements represented on the table. Picture hydrogen, the simplest and most abundant element in the universe. It's a quiet superstar, making up the vast majority of the universe, from stars to water. But it's not just its presence that's fascinating. It has the unique ability to combine with other elements, forming molecules like H2O, which is essential for life. What comes next will leave you speechless. Without hydrogen, life as we know it wouldn't exist. Every element on the table tells its own story. Oxygen, for example, forms about 21% of the atmosphere and is crucial for respiration and living organisms. Do you find it astonishing that two elements so simple, oxygen and hydrogen, work together to form one of the most vital substances for life? The periodic table allows us to see these profound relationships clearly and understand that these elements are not just numbers and symbols. They are the foundational components of existence. Now, speaking about relationships, have you ever wondered why certain elements bond better than others? The answer lies in their atomic structure, guided by the periodic trends established by scientists like Dmitry Mendeleev and later, Glenn T. Seaborg. For instance, elements in the same group, like the alkali metals, exhibit similar reactivities due to having the same number of valence electrons. This is not just a technical detail, it has real-world implications. For example, lithium is used in rechargeable batteries, while sodium reacts explosively with water. Isn't it captivating how a mere arrangement of electrons governs such different properties? Consider also the noble gases. They sit comfortably at the far right of the table, rarely engaging with other elements due to their complete outer electron shells. This stability makes them appear calm, reserved even, and yet they are essential for certain applications, like in neon lights or as inert environments for chemical reactions. One can't help but wonder, is stability always a virtue? The elements within the periodic table offer a complex narrative, where each plays its role in the interplay of stability and chaos. But have you ever stopped to think about how the periodic table is also a timeline? The heavier elements, many of which don't exist in nature today, were formed in the tumultuous lives and deaths of stars. When we glance at elements like uranium and plutonium, we tap into a history of the universe spanning billions of years. These elements are not only pivotal for understanding energy production and nuclear reactions, but also raise ethical questions about power and consequences. What defines our relationship with these elements? Do we wield their power responsibly? As we stay focused on the allure of the periodic table, let's pull back to the wonders of the universe it illustrates. Our planet, Earth, is made up of elements that combine to form diverse ecosystems and a wealth of life forms. The composition of the Earth, rich in silicon and oxygen, provides the very ground we stand on. Each mineral, rock, and soil particle is a compounded story of elemental interactions, leading to biological diversity. It's incredible to think how the interplay of these elements gives rise to the diverse tapestry of life that encompasses everything from the tiniest microbe to the biggest whale. Another facet of the periodic table you might find riveting is its predictive power. It doesn't merely reflect what we know, it serves as a blueprint for discovering new elements. Take, for example, the theoretical element ununquadium, later named copernicium. Its existence was predicted even before it was physically created. Scientists were able to deduce its properties and potential applications simply by examining its placement in the table. Isn't it thrilling to consider how what we know today is just a preview of what could be discovered tomorrow? As we continue to unravel these mysteries, I'd like to draw attention to the applications of the periodic table in technology. Advances in materials science have pushed the boundaries of what we can achieve with elements in mind. Graphene, derived from carbon, is a staggering material that exhibits incredible strength and conductivity. We are seeing how understanding the periodic table is not just an academic exercise but is central to driving innovation, creating a future fueled by a deeper understanding of elemental properties. But let's backtrack for a second and ponder this. The essence of understanding the universe is to grasp not just how things are, but how they can change. Physics and chemistry work in tandem. Learning about the elements on the periodic table equips us with the knowledge of how to manipulate these components to create new technologies, medicines, and even sustainable energy sources. What a powerful segue that is into discussions about climate change and environmental science. By understanding elemental interactions, we can forge pathways for cleaner energy and combat the degradation of our planet, giving us new hope for a sustainable future. Each time we reference the periodic table, we're tapping into a treasure trove of possibilities and an evolving narrative that encapsulates cosmic history, scientific advancement, and even moral questions. Every new element that fills a gap represents a new understanding, a new set of challenges and decisions. Just think, what happens when we unlock the secrets of fusion energy? Could we tap into the same processes that power the stars? Let's steer the discussion toward the grand schemes of the universe. Did you know that the elemental composition of distant galaxies can be inferred from the light they emit? The colors of distant stars give astronomers hints about their elemental makeup. The red color of certain stars indicates abundant iron, while blue may signal presence of hot, newly formed stars rich in hydrogen and helium. It is almost poetic, really, how light, whether from a star or a local lamp, can reveal the very building blocks of the cosmos. As we peel back these layers, it's vital to remember that the periodic table represents more than just the elements themselves. It embodies our quest for knowledge, our ambition to explore and understand the universe. You might be wondering, where does this pursuit end? Or does it? With every discovery, whether it be a new exoplanet with a potential to harbor life or a novel material that challenges our current understanding of physics, we inch closer to all our questions, many of which the elements graciously help us address. Beyond earthly implications, there's an enlightening connection to be drawn here: the exploration of other planets, Mars missions, lunar expeditions, the quest for extraterrestrial life. Scientists are always looking to the skies, examining the elemental composition of celestial bodies. Who knows what other secrets lie hidden in the stars, waiting to be unveiled? This curiosity drives humanity forward, reminding us of our shared cosmic origins. As we reach the conclusion of this exploration, it's essential to tie our narrative threads back together. The periodic table is not just a tool used by scientists, it is the foundation upon which we build our understanding of reality. The elements speak to us about our existence and evolution, our relationship with technology, and our responsibility to the planet. They remind us that, fundamentally, the universe is approachable and understandable, made up of a finite number of components that interact in infinite ways. So here's the takeaway: every glance at the periodic table should evoke wonder. It should be a spark of inquiry, fueling discussions, igniting imaginations, and inspiring future generations of thinkers and innovators. The journey through the cosmos, the unraveling of mysteries through chemical interactions, is not just the pursuit of knowledge, it is a reminder of our place in the universe. The next time you peek at a periodic table, whether in a classroom or a science lab, take a moment to appreciate that behind those symbols lies the story of beginnings, the essence of life, and the pathways to our future. Every element is a key to unlocking further understanding, and in that journey, there lies a thirst for knowledge, an unquenchable quest to discover the depths of the universe. Are you ready to continue that journey?